All right, I'm going to use this until it stops making sense for me to use this. But thank you, everybody, for continuing to come out tonight, even though it is a little bit of extra chaos. But hey, who doesn't love the extra chaos? So if you missed it when you came in, we do have sign-up sheets, and then we have today's meeting agenda up here by Dr. Rogers and Ms. Fisher. And then we also have a couple copies, Vanna White over here. And we also have a couple copies of the November meeting notes. So that way, if you want to see, we're going to get those in. So welcome back, everybody. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I hope that at least one child did not get sick over the holidays. It sounds like that didn't work out very well for everybody. It sounds like everyone got sick. All right, so today's meeting is going to be very short, quick, to the point. We're going to try to get everybody in, get everybody out. And I'm going to just go ahead and start off with Alex and let Alex pay attention. So I'm going to let Alex go ahead and give you guys the treasurer's report.
Happy New Year. How's everyone? All right. Not much to report this month and previous month. So we kind of went to the holiday. We did have skate night. So that's the biggest activity we had. We came out with $1,600, $1,620, which we were able to get 237 to sixth grade. We are starting to think about what we're going to do for that for next year and pick some dates. We got a little bit of feedback that maybe December is not the best time for skate night, given everything else with the holidays and people being in school and all that. So we are going to look at maybe pushing out maybe to like February. We also, hopefully you got the passes from the skate park. That was really nice of them. They gave us a whole stack of those passes. And we were able to kind of talk to the school and hopefully use those as some sort of prize or incentive. So thank you to everyone that came out and participated. Hopefully had fun. No one got hurt. So there we go. As far as the subcommittee, I finally got around to sending the email, and by finally I mean yesterday. But it is on with caution now, and we are trying to get some of those estimates and ideas around how to use the excess funds. So obviously I took like 2.5 months, so hopefully, I can't really speak to how long you guys had it, but to let us know how we can go from there, and then we'll bring that back to the PTA and we can go from there. That's about all we had.
Your motion to approve the accounting?
Motion to approve last month's account. We were able to balance the book, so that's the one.
Anybody second? I'll say. All right.
All in favor? Any opposed? All right, motion passed.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. And yeah, we will be keeping everybody who's online. I will be periodically looking at the chat if you guys have questions. Just typing one in there. Okay, so winter clubs, we already have those going. We do have scholarships available. I know that we've had a couple parents ask to use those. And so I think we have some people signed up. I believe that they are all full right now, which is wonderful. We want to see that. We want to have kids here. If there is something that your kid has said, hey, mom, I want to do insert whatever, and we haven't offered it, send us an email, let us know. And also if you are available and you say, hey, I have a really strong knitting passion and I want to do a knitting club, great. We want to help you make that happen here. So let us know. There's that. Unfortunately, Laura's not able to be here tonight, so I get to give her a report. Again, thank you to everybody who has volunteered for everything so far this year. We always need volunteers though. Next big couple ones that we are going to need is we have Wednesday pickups where we have people who come and take empty storage tub bins over to the Hebrew congregation right across the street over here and bring back bags of food, which then get distributed to students in the school who need it. It is absolutely amazing. It takes maybe 15, 20 minutes. You also don't need a really big car. We have the sign up. I will be sending out that again on the announcements next week. So that is a huge need that we have. We only have people signed up to help us for the next 2 weeks. So you game for it?
What time is that?
Typically, and it's up to you. I believe the earliest they like to do it is 9 AM. I know that I've gone as late as noon sometimes. And have they told you?
I haven't heard boundaries. I think between like 9:15 and 10:45 is probably the most helpful, but I'm sure they're also flexible.
And it's Northern Virginia. People coming in.
Yep, and so all you do, and it helps that we're in the cafeteria, so that storage closet in the back corner, right over there by the doors, that is where all of the bins are. They're just empty storage totes. You take those empty ones, and sometimes even they get them beforehand. So all you do is go over to the Hebrew congregation. They have all the bins lined up on the side. They'll help you put them in the back of your car. You bring them back here and put them back in there. You don't need to distribute them. You literally just, your Postmates of bids. It's amazing, and it's really helpful for a lot of students here at the school, which we love. So if you're able to do that, I will resend out that announcement on next Monday's mail, or let me know. I'd be happy to give you the Sign Up Genius link at the end of the night. So that is one of our next big needs. All right. Next one, if you feel passionate enough to help us with movie night, we're gonna be doing that here soon. We would love that. Same with if you want to help out with the fun run, it is going to be hilarious chaos and absolutely wonderful to tire these kids out and raise some money for the school. Skate night. If you loved skate night, we are in need of a new parent to help us organize skate night for next year. We will tell you what the date is, so you don't need to go to skate class and worry about the payments and all that stuff. We just need your help running it. So if you have an interest for that, please hop on, let us know. We'd love to have your help there. Other than that, if there's anything that you guys feel that we can be doing for the school that you don't see that you would like for us to do, let us know. We are here to help. We're open to ideas. We have some financial ideas of what we want to do for the school, but also the PTA isn't just about what can we do for the school. It's what can we do for the students and what can we do for the community. So if you feel that there's something that's missing or lacking, let us know. We want to be here to help with that. And so I don't know, Erin, Sarah, which one of you? You're doing, okay, so now we've got our fundraiser.
Hey, guys, I'm Erin and want to have a fundraising. All right, so just a couple of announcements from us. Thank you so much for coming out. Was it November now to Silver Diner? We raised, I think we had our most successful Dining for Dollars ever, raised almost $400. So thank you guys so much for that support. We do not have a Dining for Dollars this month, but look out coming in February. We've got Paisanos on a Friday night. So obviously the best day to order. That will be coming February 20th. So mark your calendars, prepare to order pizza. We'll get a kickback to our school. Also, if you haven't already, Box Tops, they have an app that you download, you link yourself to Forest Edge, your child's grade level, and then you just take pictures of your receipts, or if you do like grocery pickup or online or whatever, you get a digital receipt. They have an email that you just forward it to, and then we can get that credit back. It's such an easy way to get that tiny little bit of money kicked back to our school. So any little bit helps, and we certainly appreciate it. Also, we have a year-long fundraising partnership with the, they don't just do greeting cards, it's the company Minted. They do holiday cards, greeting cards, they do art prints, they do everything. And this partnership actually lasts all year long. So if you place an order on Minted, and let me pull it up here, we have a special Forest Edge code, all capital letters, fundraise, fees, that's FEES, PTA. You get you get a discount. This doesn't say the discount. Enjoy 20% off your Minted products. There it is. And then we get 10% back. So today they emailed me saying Valentine's cards or, you know, birthday cards, birthday invitations, whatever you want, whatever you got. Please consider checking out Minted and maybe we can get that a little bit as well. We have Coin Drive coming up in April. So mark your calendars for that. We also have Fun Run coming up. Looking at a March timeline, we don't have the date set in stone yet. So once that's officially booked, we'll get that out to you. But otherwise, thank you all so much for your support. Please reach out to me or Sarah if you have any questions or any ideas. And thank you guys so much.
Question in chat.
Mhm.
We will be having a show what you know, like.
Yes. Yeah, I can. Yep. So question is, will we be doing a show at Juno night? Yes, we will. Ms. Hanson is going to be the one who's going to be doing the main organization of that. She has been doing all of the math literacy kind of stuff, and she's also been working with students who have been applying for their full-time AAP or part-time AAP stuff. So we have been trying to make her not hate us. So we're giving her a little bit of a breathing room to find a good date. I'm hopeful that we'll have it by the next PTA meeting, if not in the next couple of weeks. We'll let you guys know, but that will be happening, and we will also have some trifold boards available to students. The goal is that we'll be able to have enough to give them to every student who wants to, but if you're able to buy your own for your student, great. If not, we're gonna try to have you guys covered there. So, all right, thank you.
All right, good evening, everyone. I have a brief report this evening, but I wanted to talk about the email that I sent out last month, just a little bit before break regarding the SPSF score for our school. And just talk a little bit more about what that means and talk about the action plan that we've put in place since then. So this year, the state of Virginia implemented a new portion of the accountability system, and it's called SPSF framework. And so what that does is it gives your school a score based on the percentage of students who have SOLs, the percentage of students who made growth, your attendance. And so we ended up with a framework score of an 83.6, I believe, which falls into the on-track category. There are a few categories. There's intensive support, there's off-track, there's on-track, and there's distinguished. And so not only do they look at your overall framework score, but then they look at your student subgroups. So subgroups might include our multilingual learners, all of our racial groups, and our students with disabilities. So not only do you get an overall school score, but you get a score for each of those subgroups. What the state does is they use other school data, all the schools data in the state, and they make a cut line. So every subgroup has to meet a certain cut line. And so this year, we did not make the cut line for one of our subgroups. The only reason I'm not sharing which one is because there's no blame, right, to be placed, and we're not looking at any one subgroup to say it's the group's fault. It's not like that. But what they do is they give you that cut line score, and if you have a group who doesn't make the score, they knock you down a level. So while our overall score was in the on-track category, because we had one subgroup identified and we're about a point away from making the cut line, it knocks us down to the off-track category. So the reason I bring this up is because the email is long and it's got a lot of jargon in it from FCPS and that the state put together. But I wanted to share that we have, because we knew what our scores might look like at the end of last year, we started this year with a bit of a plan in place. And so I wanted to talk about the most recent updates to that plan. So the first thing that we've done is looked at professional learning for all of our teachers K through 6. So what they've done is, now I know that our students in grades 3 through 6 are those who take SOLs, but if we increase what instruction looks like starting in kindergarten and all of our primary grades, then it's less likely that we will be in this place in the future, right? So recently, our teachers in grades K through 3 have had professional learning around phonics instruction. That is their main assessment that they take with what's called the vowels. But again, if we can make sure our kids are able to decode and read these passages, when they get to 3rd grade, they're better equipped, right, to handle the comprehension portion of it. Additionally, our upper grades teachers have received training in how to be more clear with the language comprehension portion of their lessons. So language comprehension is all about main character. What is the problem in the story? What's the setting? So all of those things that kids are going to be asked to answer on an SOL. So recently, we just had those 2 trainings. We also had training for our general education teachers and special education teachers on the inclusion model. So pretty much what does it look like to teach with excellence when you have both general education and special education students in your classroom, and what team teaching looks like so that they can work together. We did one round of training for upper grades, and then our younger grades teachers are doing their training tomorrow. We have also had special education data dialogues, so we looked at all of their data and came up with action plans. Our instructional coach has been working with all of those teachers to not only provide professional learning, but to also plan with them so that they have a really good system and structure for what they're going to be doing in that small group time. That's the area that we focused on. And we have also, or we are meeting with our multilingual learner teachers on next Wednesday to also talk about their program and how they can tweak it to support our students who are also multilingual learners. A lot of our kids are identified in different areas, right? You might be a multilingual learner, you might fit into a certain ethnic group. And so because we have kids who are dually identified or sometimes triply identified, again, the goal for us was to raise the level of instruction across the board and not to kind of focus in on one thing. So right now, we feel like our teachers have a really good plan moving forward. Our goal, of course, is to not be in that off-track category. And then we have a meeting with the region on Friday to talk a little bit more about what our data says and what our plan is moving forward. We feel really confident as a instructional leadership team that we're able to support our teachers and support our kids. And we also recently applied for a grant so that we could have an after-school program, as well as some additional tutors during the day so that we can reach more kids within the hours of the school day. So we have a lot going on, but again, I know kind of reading that email, you're like, I mean, trust us, it was a little bit of a gut punch, right? Like you're working really hard and we know how hard our teachers are working. So just wanted to share with you guys that we are working through a plan. We're very confident in how our kiddos are going to perform at the end of this year, and our teachers are continuing to work hard and stay the course. And so I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys may have about this.
Chat.
Checking.
What are the consequences of the different levels? Like, is there some penalty or something? Or do you get more resources?
You kind of get. Oh, sure. So the question was, are there any consequences for being identified as off track? So what happens is you are identified as a school who may need more support. So that's why we went to that meeting last week. We're doing the grant, so they are pouring in some more resources. It just means increased monitoring from the county and then at a state level. So they're going to look at our scores more often. The region might come in and do more meetings with us. You know, what we do instructionally might have to look a little bit different. So there's increased monitoring is the only consequence. You have to be under that monitoring for 1 year. There's another level of it where if you're in the needs intensive support, it's like a 3-year cycle, but it's still 1 year cycle. Other questions? Well, thank you guys, and thank everyone for, you know, just their understanding and continuing to support us. And again, all the teachers are working their tails off for our kiddos. And so just want to shout out to them because they are really the ones doing all the hard work. So they have been amazing, just taking all the changes and working with our kiddos. So, you know, couldn't be more grateful for that. Thank you guys.
All right, so we're almost done. Want to check Sana, is there anything that you want to let us know about 6th grade? Please. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this is Sana. She's amazing. Sana, when you come up here, so that way these people, I know, the online peoples deserve you as well. So 6th grade celebration every year, and the 6th grade basketball game is so much fun. Sana is one of the co-chairs of it, and it's amazing. So I'll let you take.
Great. Hi, everyone. I want to start with our thanks because we've got lots of businesses and also families who are contributing to our fundraising for the 6th grade committee. So the 6th grade committee is separate from the general PTA funds. So in order to have our 6th grade celebration, to host the basketball game, work with Lake Ann, we have to raise our own funds. The PTA is basically like our bank account. That's where we save our money. That's how we use our money. So I want to give a huge shout out to Bar Taco because again, this year they have sponsored our sixth grade lunch. Wow, which is huge. So I want to say thank you to them. If you want to, patronize any of these awesome businesses, please feel free to do so. So there's Bar Taco, Staying Orthodontics, Smile Wonders, Dentistry, there's Tisserand Orthodontics, the Jane family, Kitts' family. I'm so sorry, I can't say the name, but I know that this is Marco's family in sixth grade. So thank you, Marcus. I'm sorry, I can't say your last name. There's the Lombard family and the Norton family. I just want to say a huge thanks again. I know that we do a lot of fundraising for PTA and I know you guys hear a lot about it. But the sixth grade is also just as important because all of our kids are going to be there at some point. And it's just another avenue that we get to help our kids. And I know there are families here. Oh, sorry. I was just. Liana, I'm so sorry. Liana has been amazing with our sixth grade fundraising. She was a huge help for our Double Good fundraiser. We raised almost $1,900 on that fundraiser. So thank you to everybody who helped with that. You're going to see emails from me if you're in sixth grade or if your child is going to choose to be on the PEP squad, which is third through sixth grade. Because we are going to be needing t-shirt sizes for those kids so that we can provide them for the basketball game. If you haven't signed up for PEP Squad yet, or you haven't seen the permission slip, it went out before the holidays. I'm sure it got lost. So we will be resending it and we're going to send an email sign up as well. I think that's it. Sixth grade basketball game is April 17th. Mark your calendars. It's a really fun night. I mean, it's a huge fundraiser for us, but it's so much fun. The whole community gets together. We try to beat Lake Ann. This year, we're bringing back the teachers game, and that's going to be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it is very controlled, limitedly controlled chaos, but it is, it's definitely something. So last thing I have for everybody that I forgot to put on here.
Oh, sorry, it's not a sixth grade question.
Yes.
Are we doing the clothing give and take?
Clothing give and take. Okay, so that one is, if I legal answer, it's a definite possible maybe. So the very fun, complicated answer for that. Forest Edge is not going to be specifically hosting a clothing give and take this year. Neighborhood and Community Services, which is a portion of Fairfax County government, they are going to be working with Kathy Hudgens Community Center and the Reston Teen Center that's attached to the YMCA, and they are going to be doing a big clothing give and take at some point in the spring. We will be a location of, hey, if you have clothes that are good and your kids don't need them anymore, you can definitely drop them off here and we will get them over there. Depending on the date and how that works out, we will possibly have a bus that can shuttle people from Forest Edge over to the clothing give and take. They will also have other services available to you from Fairfax County, like if you need help finding a job, if you need help with childcare, stuff like that. That's not PTA specific, it's just Fairfax Neighborhood and Community Services specific. They are still working on finalizing that. They are the government, so you can imagine they move on their planning, but we will be having it, but it is not going to be Forest Edge sponsored. So that will be coming as soon as I hear more from them. I'll send out an announcement about it. So the other thing I did not put in, we have got a really cool opportunity. We're going to be working with an organization called Valentine's by Kids. They are a local NOVA organization, and what they do is they ask kids to design Valentine's Day cards. We take them, they package them up, and they deliver them to people who are in hospitals, nursing homes, care facilities, nurses, staff, physical therapists, whomever, in facilities in this area. And it's completely free, and it's just a really awesome way for kids to get to spread some joy around Valentine's Day too. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. So for everyone online, we have someone who works in a hospital who has received these cards before. So this is Emily's hungover from the holiday season and did not get on top of getting it sent out for the Tuesday folder. So we need to have the cards back to them by next Wednesday. So tomorrow I'm going to send out an announcement just saying, hey, please design them. Kids can design as many as they want. I think they sent us like 500 envelopes. So, and even if we fill all 500 envelopes, they said we can just stuff the box and they will take them for free. It cost us literally nothing. It's just a creative outlet. It is super fun. So if you have kids that need something for them to do this weekend, the biggest thing is if your child puts their name on it, please only have them put their first name and last initial. Do not put full government names on these things. They also will accept them in other languages. So if you want to do that, that is very special and fun as well. So I'll send out an announcement for that. Other than that, our next meeting will hopefully be normal. We will be, all the adults will be in here again. We will have our childcare for the kiddos in the library. We'll have the popcorn machine and a movie going. And as always, if you have not been made aware, we have 2 amazing adults who are here for every single childcare event. We pay them. They are CPR certified. They are FCPS background checked. They are good, amazing, safe adults. So we will always have free childcare. So please don't ever feel like you can't come to one of these because you need to be a parent. We want you here. And we always have the option online, and I will post the videos of these online later. So that's everything that I have. Executive committee, did I miss anything? Think we're good? Okay, are there any questions from parents either in chat or in person? Yes.
Permitted volunteers before? Do you want me to talk about?
So that question was, is there ever a thing where middle schoolers or high schoolers come in and to earn volunteer hours to tutor?
So we've had some middle school and high schoolers come in and volunteer for different things. It hasn't always been on a consistent basis, but we would certainly be open to, if there were a group of them that wanted to come in and support, we could definitely set that up.
Yeah, and to that end, if anybody here has older students, I know depending on what level they're at in the South Lakes Pyramid of if they're honors, AUP, or IB, whatever, for any events that the PTA hosts, we try to give an opportunity for middle schoolers and high schoolers to earn service hours here. So we even have we have a middle schooler and a high schooler here tonight who are earning service hours doing our childcare. So when we did the fall festival, we had them in stations. We'll do the same thing for spring festival. Maybe we'll even do something for 6th grade. I'll talk with Sana, we'll figure it out. But we really want this to be not just Forest Edge, our own little itty bitty bubble. We want this to be an opportunity for these kids to get to see, oh, these are high schoolers who are coming to be here and see that community, build that community. So if you know of anyone who needs service hours, we're here. We can do that. Does anybody else have any other questions? No? Awesome. If you have not signed in because you came in late, we have sign up sheets right over here. Please just sign up on your sign up board. Sign in on your way out and also grab some meeting agendas. And I also know that Mr. E said that there is some pizza left over if any adults would like to go get pizza. That's not from us, but other than that, we will see you all next time.